Hello, welcome to the Retro Shed. It's Barry here, and I am in the shed looking at a couple of old classic PlayStation 1 games. Now, last weekend was Father's Day, as we all know, and we were discussing places we'd like to go on holiday. Josh mentioned Lake Como, I think, which sounds very, very nice. And I said that I've always wanted to go to Corsica. Now, I'm not sure why I said Corsica, it just popped into my head, and then I realised why, because I was thinking about a game that I used to play on the PlayStation back in the day, and that game was V-Rally, that was by Infogrames in 1997, and the first level, I think, had you driving around Corsica, so that's where that came from. Now, I know V-Rally probably isn't quite up there in terms of Ridge Racer and Gran Turismo, but I loved this game. I thought it's quite brilliant, and personally I think actually it looks a lot better than Sega Rally did on the Saturn. Now, a friend of mine had Sega Rally and was forever showing it off to me when I went round to play on his Saturn, and don't get me wrong, it is an absolutely fabulous game and I do like it. Everyone has heard of Sega Rally, and it's probably one of the best rally games of all time, both in the arcades and on home consoles. But for me, V-Rally on the PS1 was just brilliant. V-Rally 97 Championship Edition, to give its full UK title, went under a number of slightly different names depending on where in the world you were, and in the US the game was actually called Need for Speed V-Rally. Probably because Electronic Arts had one of their many fingers in the pie somewhere along the line. We don't know it as Need for Speed, we know it as V-Rally over here in the UK. Now, the game went on to be released on Game Boy and on Windows and N64 as well, but it was originally released on the Sony PlayStation 1 in 1997. Now, I hadn't heard of V-Rally at the time. I went into a shop with a friend of mine in Birmingham. I think it was the old Mr. Disc shop. We were just having a look around and I saw V-Rally running on a screen, and I was blown away by the visuals and the sheer speed of it, and I ended up buying it there and then. Now, V-Rally is your standard rally game affair, although I have no idea what the V stands for. It's probably virtual or something, who knows. Anyway, the game was developed by Eden Studios, published by Infogrames, and the game features the usual rally modes you expect to see, such as time trial, arcade, and a championship mode. Now, during the 90s there were some great rally cars on the road, and this game features an array of them, from little pocket rockets like the Citroen Saxo and the Peugeot 106, to the extremely powerful Subaru Impreza WRX and the Ford Escort WCR rally car. There are 42 tracks across the world, and these vary from tarmac to jungle, dirt tracks and muddy rally courses in good old wet and grey England. Some of the locations are absolutely gorgeous, and I particularly love the Corsica and Spain levels. You also get to race in the dark with some good headlight lighting effects, and there are also decent weather effects too, such as rain and snow, which seriously affect your car's handling. Not that you actually need anything to affect the way your cars handle in this game. This game is fondly remembered for its sheer speed and gorgeous visuals, and it does look lovely on a decent CRT, although it does look absolutely awful on a modern LCD TV. Plug it into a CRT and it looks brilliant. The one thing that really gets people going about this game, and that's generally the handling of the cars. Oh yes, the handling. Now, this game was released prior to the release of the Sony dual analog controller, so you only had the original Sony PlayStation controller to play this on, minus the dual analog sticks, which means you have a left and a right button to steer. That is it. The slightest press of the left or right button and it feels like some lunatic has just wrenched the steering wheel hard over out of your hands. Now, I have to play this game using a series of taps to control the car, which is not exactly realistic. You so much as hit anything and the car will flip over uncontrollably, even if you hit a twig. Should we just say this? The cars are very twitchy. Oh yes, twitchy. Did I mention the cars are twitchy? The re-released Platinum version of this game adds compatibility with a dual analog controller. The original game is compatible with Namco's Neg-Con controller, if I've said that right, and there are some steering wheels that are compatible with it also. Some of the barrel rolls and physics that apply to your car would make Sir Isaac Newton turn in his grave. Handling aside, you get used to it. It's a great fun game to play. The various levels do add interest, and you can tweak your car settings before each race dependent on the conditions. The AI cars are not up to much, and once you've passed them, unless you make a major cock up, they will probably end up staying behind you for the remainder of the race. This game is over 20 years old now, and it's an early 3D racing game of the Sega Rally era, and there are some glitches here and there, especially in the replay mode. There's a bit of pop-up here and there, but nothing compared to Sega Rally on the Saturn. By today's standards, it looks very primitive, and the controls, they're just awful. They're twitchy. But you know what? It's a good game. I enjoy it. It's fun. Of course the cars look angular because it's a very low polygon count, but apart from that, it's not bad. The road perspective is good, the sense of speed is incredible, and it's very, very smooth. And there are some little touches as crowd cheers here and there when you go past, and the lens flare. Oh, look at the lens flares. It looks like J.J. Abrams had a hand in making this game. There is that many lens flares, it's incredible. Right, so here's a quick look at V-Rally on the PlayStation 1. Right, here we go. This is the arcade level. Let's see how well I do. It's been a while since I played this, actually. And the controls are really twitchy. Did I mention the controls are twitchy? Oh, that wasn't good. Oh, thanks, mate.
Medium right. Medium left. Medium right.
Oh my god. This is almost uncontrollable. That was close. God, I'm useless at this. I used to be really good at this. Perhaps this wasn't such a good idea.
Easy right. Medium right. Checkpoint. Easy right. Medium right.
I really can't play this game anymore. God, it's so difficult to play at a driving game with only a left and right button. No analog control at all here.
Easy right. Medium right. Easy right. Medium left. Easy right.
I'm having to focus so hard just to get the car around the corner. Never mind catching this lot. I think I'm last.
Easy right. Medium right. Checkpoint. Easy right. Medium right.
Don't think I'm going to catch... No. Oh, I might do. I've got one lap to do it. I might catch him.
Easy right. Medium right. Easy right.
God, this game is so fast.
Easy right. Medium right.
You can probably hear me mashing the buttons actually on the controller, because the only way you can get round a corner is by manic smashing of the buttons left and right.
Easy right. Medium right. Checkpoint.
That wasn't easy.
Medium right.
Right, I'm in first place. Let's see if I can hold first place. Oh, it looks like it.
Finish. Congratulations. You finished first.
Wow, that was not easy.
Three, two.
Right, next up is Indonesia. I like this level actually. I think this level looks gorgeous.
Easy right.
I love the over-the-top lens flares as well.
Easy left. Medium left. Easy left.
silly.
Easy right. Checkpoint. Easy right. Medium left. Easy left. Easy left.
Yeah, this game is so quick. You've got to really react to those. Unless you know the courses well, you are absolutely stuffed because the corners come up really fast.
Lap 2. Easy right.
That was silly.
Wrong way. Easy right. Easy left. Medium left. Easy left. Easy left. Easy right.
So there's not much pop-up at all in this game. The scenery seems to flow quite nicely. It's very smooth frame rate as well.
Easy left.
And although it's over, what, 1997, so it's over 20 years old, this game, it still looks quite good. Well, not by today's standards, obviously, but I think it looks quite good for the PlayStation.
Easy right. Medium left. Easy left. Easy left. Easy left. Easy left. One more lap. Easy right. Easy right. Easy left. Medium left. Easy left. Easy left. Easy right. Checkpoint. Medium left. Easy left.
Any bump you hit really shakes the car about as well. It destabilizes the car as soon as you hit a bump. It's so twitchy.
Easy right. Medium left. Easy left. Easy left. Easy left. Finish. Congratulations. You finished first.
Right, level 3 of the arcade stage. This is Spain. I do like this level because it's back on tarmac actually, but it's actually got some really nice scenery as well.
Easy right. Easy left. Easy right. Easy left. Medium right. Checkpoint. Medium left. Medium left. Medium right. Medium left. Easy right. Easy left. Medium left. Easy left. Checkpoint. Jump. Jump. Easy right. Easy left. Medium
See, the slightest thing upsets your car. The physics are awful. You can't make a mistake.
Medium left. Lap 2. Medium left. Easy right. Easy left. Easy right. Easy left. Medium right. Checkpoint. Medium left. Medium
I'm having to focus that hard. I can't talk.
Medium left.
It's a good job I haven't got Gorm cam on my face. I'm probably pulling some right gormless looks here with my tongue hanging out, trying to play this.
Checkpoint. Medium left. Medium left. Medium right. Medium left. Easy right. Easy left. Medium left. Easy left.
Whoops.
Checkpoint.
Hello, cow.
Jump. Easy right. Easy left. Medium left. Medium right. Finish. Congratulations.
Wow, not easy. Right, last level on arcade easy mode, and this is somewhere in muddy England, I think.
Medium left.
And I've taken the suspension down to really soft because it's like trying to control a mattress at the best of times, but when you've got mud as well, you've got no chance.
Medium right. Easy right. Medium left. Medium right. Easy right. Into easy left. Checkpoint. Medium right. Checkpoint. Medium right. Medium left. Medium right. Medium right. Last two. Medium left.
This is still a really enjoyable game, actually. I'm glad I revisited this. Not played this for many, many years.
Medium right. Easy right. Medium left. Medium right. Easy right. Into easy left. Checkpoint. Medium right. Checkpoint. Medium right. Medium left. Medium right. Medium right. Medium right. Medium right. Finish. Congratulations. You finished first.
Hope you enjoyed that. That was a quick look at V-Rally Championship Edition 97 on the PS1. Alright, thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you again soon in the shed. Take care now. Bye.